Hello?
At home, they started getting everything together. They only had breakfast bowls, so they made the mixture in 3 parts. Dal was good at converting everything into thirds. They often had 30% off sales at her work. They turned on the oven. They hadn't used the oven except for making toasted cheese, but it smelt okay. The people before them must have cleaned it pretty well. They didn't have a cheese grater, so Greta used a butter knife to cut up the cheese very small, and then not so small as she lost interest in the task. Finally, it was time to put the mixture into the flan dish. It looked good. Then they put it in the oven and turned the light on and took turns looking at it through the oven door. It bubbled and shifted, and a few times they thought they'd messed it up. They talked excitedly about what else they could make. They took turns looking through the cookbook. There were recipes for bread. Could they make bread? It seemed impossible. They'd buy a cheese grater. Maybe they could catch a taxi to the big supermarket across town and buy other stuff. Maybe they could meal plan. Peggy had seen a magazine article about it. The time was up. Dal wodged a couple of tea towels into her hand so she wouldn't burn herself, and she shifted the quiche out, and it looked amazing. Is it cooked in the centre? It was cooked in the centre. They looked at it for a moment. It was late. It'd be nice for breakfast. But they decided to eat it now, while it was warm, at least some of it. And then they would all take it for lunch tomorrow and see what it was like cold, and if it was okay, then they'd make it on Friday night and wrap it in something and catch a bus and go to the picnic at the beach park. They wouldn't ask anyone to take them. That seemed like something they wouldn't do. Maybe they'd change their minds. You always needed a back door. It was delicious. All the better for the walk to the supermarket and the cheapness, and the walk home and the fresh air and the making of it themselves. In the end, they ate half of it straight out of the flan dish. Maybe they needed to grease the flan dish a bit next time, but they could always take the dish and the quiche to the beach. They put it in the fridge once all of them had had enough.